Hello, and cool that you clicked. It has been a long time, but now I'm back with another devlog video. And what you see right here is actually really old footage of my game that I'm currently creating. And since it's a new year, I really wanted to look back what I changed, where I'm coming from actually. And yeah, I have to say I'm actually pretty happy about the progress that I made, considering that I have less and less time due to family, due to full-time work. So in order to celebrate that, I crammed out some old videos from 2 years ago. So I could really see where I'm improving and where I'm always staying the same. And since I'm not planning anything, I'm really just learning by doing, and whatever I want to do, I just do it, since there's no time pressure for me. So I really take my time creating assets, improving animations, improving the code, and creating more and more things by getting inspired by other video games or other creators, all that stuff. So as you can see here, I have a UI system which shows the ammo and ammo count for every single weapon. It sounds really easy to implement, but actually it took me a long time because it was so much to write. Also, to get more detail out of the characters, I started not only using the normal maps based on the textures I'm creating, but also the 3D models where I can put more and more polygons into them and make really detailed creatures and characters. And then I'm baking all that detail into a separate normal map. So all the characters in the game will now have 2 normal maps. When I first saw how people are doing that, I was just blown away because I didn't know it was possible. So while I was at it, I thought, okay, then I can just rework every single asset that I've already done, like adding more detail that I ignored before just to make it a little bit more loving in the end. Also, I changed the faces of each 3D mesh into an absolute minimum because I had some performance issues, and of course I still have because I have a shitty laptop, but it runs better since I changed the meshes because some of them had just an incredible amount of faces. Like, we're talking about hundreds of thousands, and I completely forgot to remove them or to make them smaller. Here is a short scene from the movie Drive, and I really love those particles coming out of that shotgun. So I took that as an inspiration to add into my own shotgun. By the way, the shotgun has 3 different pump animations, which you have to manually trigger. So if you don't pump, then you can't shoot because the bullet is not loaded. And every weapon has an ejector, like bullet ejector, where the cases are being shot out. It is just a mesh particle system. And also the impact is gonna be way more heavy since there's more dust and there's debris coming out of the wall. There's chunks coming out of the people. AI was something I could not focus on that much these days because I really wanted to clean up the other things first, and I wanted to clean up the code as well. But I already have a pretty good base where I can store lots of information that the enemies know about the player's position. So we're talking about things like, is there an obstacle between them? How far is he away? So I can make a bigger state machine out of that. The sound effects have been completely replaced. I made new sound effects for new animations. And I also wanted to have the weapons to have a little bit more oomph. So I made them a little bit more louder, I made more impactful. Speaking of impact, now we also have Recoil in the game. Also, there is some sort of weapon sway. So yeah, this is all what I have right now. Thanks for watching.